Hello, welcome back to the Latin Speaker Series. I'm your host, Hanna, and I can't wait for you to join our episode with the love coach, Alessandra Da Rocha. She will be talking to us a bit about everything today. But before we start this episode, I want you to subscribe to our channel, comment, like, and share with a friend. Are you ready to start this episode? Because I sure am. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Latin Speaker Series. Today we have our very good friend Alessandra Da Rocha here with us talking about dating. I'm super excited, but I'm going to be quiet now and let her introduce herself. Welcome, Alessandra. How are
Hi,
you?
thank you. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me here, Hannah. I'm super excited. Thank you.
I'm overjoyed because you are a love coach. So everybody needs love, and you're the girl that helps us find it. So tell us a bit about yourself and how did you come to Canada? Just a bit of your background story. I know you're from Venezuela, so shout out to you, we're neighbors. But how did you come to Canada?
Well, that's actually very interesting because I came in 2008 as an international student. The only reason why I came here was to study English, but actually I felt in love with this country and I decided this is what I want to have my life. This is it. I love it. So I stay here. And what happened is that in that planning of staying here, I also was trying to figure out who I was. I was super young. I'm still on, but at that point I was younger, and I was trying to understand what my dreams were. Because in Venezuela, what I didn't follow my dreams. I was following my family's dreams, the society dream. So when I came to Canada, that was one of my promises. If I'm going to move to Canada, I have to follow my dreams. The second I say that, I realized, holy, I don't know what my dreams are. So it was like a whole path of understanding who Alessandra is, trying to figure out, trying to really know myself. And when I came to a point where I was like, okay, this is my dream, I want to help other people, I want to actually be a coach. I wrote a book, and this book is called Be the Leader of Your Dreams, because that's how I actually became to know who I truly am, and I wanted to share that with everybody. So after I wrote this book, it was in 2014 actually when I wrote this book, people started calling me to coach them and say, hey, Alessandra, can you help me to figure out who I am and what my dreams are, what my passions are, and so forth. And I was like super excited. I started doing what I really wanted to do. I started helping other people. And the next year, 2015, I got divorced. So it was another experience for me. It was like starting again from zero, because when I moved to Canada, I started from zero. But then again, going through a divorce is starting from zero again. And I was like, okay, I thought that I had it all figured out. Like I had a book, I was coaching people. So what is going on? Like, how come after all this, I still don't get it? I have to go through a divorce. What is going on in my life? And in that moment, I realized that yes, I was working so hard on myself, but I didn't know the real meaning of love. I was doing it wrong. I picked the relationship based on ideas, beliefs that the society tells you this is love. And that was a moment when I realized I have to learn what love is. And my next relationship is only going to be one that is a real sacred love relationship. That was my promise at that moment. I always make a promise when I when I need to change my life, That's what I do. That's why you keep listening that I made a promise. So that was my promise at that moment. I decided I need to learn everything. So I hire coach, I went to meditations, I went to spiritual healers, all kind of stuff I did to find out what love is. And finally I manifested the love of my life, which whom I have a love relationship that is sacred. And for that reason now I am a love coach. So yes, that I'm telling you how I came to Canada, but also why I decided to be a love coach at the same time. And yeah, that's everything. It started because I needed to start from zero.
I love it. There's a saying that Drake says, started from the bottom, now we're here. So now we're here on
Hmm.
YouTube talking about your path and how you became a love coach. But I gotta ask you, when your clients come to you, what's the first thing that they say to you in a sense? Because there must be something that attracts them to you. So is there a common thread between all of, I know everybody's different and unique, but what is the actual issue that we can't find love? Like, have you found it? The issue of it?
The issue usually is that people don't really know what they want. They don't know what love is. So those two things. It's like, okay, you haven't figured out what you really want, because usually we want something that your grandma told you, your mom told you, your best friend told you, this is love, this is the best man that you can have. You have to have somebody who tells you this, you have to have somebody who treats you like this. But at
Mhm.
the end of the day, like, we are not feeding our souls, we're feeding our egos. And that's the problem. So what I
Wait,
talk to my yes.
stop. Say that again. You got to say it again. You got to say it again. Say it
at
again
the,
for those
at
that
the,
didn't hear it.
at the end of the day, we're not feeding our souls, we are feeding our egos. And that is something that, when it's about love, you have to be straight to your soul. You cannot be talking about your ego, you cannot be feeding your ego, you cannot be getting distracted by your ego, because otherwise you're going to end up like I did, divorced, starting from zero again. And then I have to figure out all by myself, which is good. Look at me now, I'm in a beautiful place. But what I'm saying is that the faster, the sooner you know this, start working on this, because it's going to help you. And something really important that you said at the beginning that I actually keep repeating to people, you say, we all need love. And what I keep telling my clients is, we don't need love. You don't need love. You are love. You are love already. We need to find out all the love that you have within, and we have to bring it out so you can show it to everybody. You are that. You express it freely. So at the end of the day, you are love.
I love that you just said that to keep going with the word. During the time that we're in right now, I'm not sure when the viewers are watching this, but there seems to be like a global pandemic happening that has kind of kiboshed the way people date. Just because we're not able to be outside or in be in close proximity to people, just based on the time that we're living. What are some tips and tricks that you can maybe give our listeners who are maybe struggling at this point to date during a global pandemic?
Something that I keep telling my clients these days is that don't be afraid and don't be shy to go to a dating app or to go, socialize in online. Why? Because the same way how you feel maybe lonely, you feel trapped, you feel that you cannot meet people. Everybody is feeling the same way. And everybody is hoping that someone actually goes out there in that dating app and talk to them. So please use them. Be creative and don't be afraid. Everybody is needing this opportunity, and we have to be super grateful that this happened right now, or that we are alive right now, when we have social media, we have internet, we have, an iPhone, we have all this stuff that we can use these days, and that we can just connect with people. So use it, don't be afraid. Maybe you're helping other people to feel better if you just show up out there in that dating app that you have been thinking about to
Hmm.
use. Go ahead and use it. Like, why not?
I love
Honestly.
it. I love the idea. Well, that's what they're there for, right? They've
Yeah.
been created for people who fit a certain demographic in age, sex, gender, and things like that. So they're there for you to use it so you can meet people. So go out there and use them, right? Go out there
Yes.
and use them. I gotta ask you this question because I ask this to every single guest I've interviewed during my life. And it's, if you saw Alessandra 10 years ago, before she came to Canada, before she decided to be a love coach, what would you tell her? What advice would you tell her?
Oh my God. I will tell her to relax. Relax. Everything is working out perfectly. Everything, even those blocks that you think that are holding you back, you're just healing something there. You're just fixing something that needed to be fixed. You're just changing something. You're transforming. So relax. It's all good.
to relax. I love that advice. I love it because I tell myself like 500 times a day, Hannah, relax. This is not the end of the world. This is
Yeah.
something small, and it's so simple. I find that the simpler the advice is, the better it is, because anybody
Hmm.
can use the term to relax. I know that you're big on YouTube. I know on Instagram your network is crazy. Where can people find you if they want to keep up with you and all those the topics that you talk about, which I think are phenomenal, by the way. I'm not even just saying
Thank
that
you.
because you're here with me, but no, I really enjoy your content and I think it's very valuable what you give the audience. So where can we find you to keep up with you?
Yeah, well, if you want tips, like free tips every week, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is Alessandra Da Rocha. That's it, my whole name. And you will find every Friday I post a new video about love and relationships. Also, in my Instagram, I post daily tips, advice. Sometimes I share my own experience. And if you speak Spanish, you can see me every Wednesday live on my Instagram, where I actually answer questions to people who wants to ask me something right there. Also, I want to share that I'm going to be doing a group coaching really soon. So if you want to be part of this group coaching to manifest love, this is only for women. I invite you to follow me on my Instagram, which is Alessandra underscore Da Rocha. And there you will have all the information about this.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on here and
Thank
hanging out with me for a minute. I know it's always fun whenever we meet and we chat. So I know I'm going
you.
to see you real soon. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friend, follow Alessandra on all her social media platforms. And don't forget that love, what did you say, starts within you and you have to showcase it to the world.
You are loved.
You are love. I love I love that. I love it. I love this interview. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you,
being
Hannah.
here.
Thank you.